Hello, everyone. Welcome to Thursday Thoughts. There's a statement that Jesus made that people use a lot, and I've heard a lot recently, and yet what people don't understand, it's just half of a statement that Jesus made. It's not the complete statement. But the statement that they quote is, "The truth will set you free." And I think usually it is meant that when you have the correct set of facts, you can make a better opinion or make a better decision about something. But when we look at what Jesus actually said, that's really not what he's referring to. That wasn't his point at all. I want to read from John chapter 8 and verse 31 to 32 for right now. And it says, "To the Jews who had believed him, Jesus said, 'If you hold to my teaching, you are really my disciples. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free.'" Do you get that? He says, then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Now, when he says know the truth, he's not talking about a bunch of facts. He's not talking about just knowing something that is correct. He's actually talking about someone. Because if you go down here later on in the passage, you read this. It says, "So if the Son sets you free, you'll be free indeed." Do you get that? If the Son sets you free, you'll be free indeed. Earlier he said the truth will set you free. And so which is it? Is it the truth or is it the Son? And by Son we mean S-O-N, not S-U-N, meaning himself, the Son of God, the Son of Man. And so what is he talking about? Well, later on in John chapter 14, he says these words. He says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." You hear that second thing that he said? That he is the truth. And so when he says that if we know the truth will set us free, it means that if we know him, he will set us free. And what he's talking about here is free from the bondage of sin. That no longer will we be held accountable. No longer will we be held captive by sin and its consequences. But that instead, when we know the truth, when we know the Son, when we know Jesus, we'll be free from all of that. It's not just knowing about him. It's just not knowing the correct facts about him, but it's actually knowing Jesus, coming into a relationship with him. And when we know him, we will be free. In Romans, it tells us that there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. No condemnation. In other words, we're not going to be condemned. We're not going to be judged and found wanting if we are in Christ Jesus. And the only way that can come about is by our having a relationship with him, coming to know him, being buried with him through baptism, and being in him. So knowing Jesus is the greatest thing that we can do. It's more important, it's the most important thing that we can do with our life is to get to know Jesus. Because when we know Jesus, then we are free. Free to live beyond this life, free to live with God for all eternity. And so if you don't know him, if you don't really know Jesus, you need to find out. And we would love to talk to you about that. So give us a call or send us an email or direct message. And we'll be glad to talk to you about that. Because true freedom comes by knowing the truth. And the truth is Jesus. Thank you for joining us today. And may God bless you. May he keep you until we can get together again. See you next week.